And of course, I tap the number 9 and it brings up the keyboard and just throws us all out.
Yay! Keyboard! Because Cole knows how to operate the stream. He knows how to do his stream, ladies and gentlemen.
So, my manager knows I play a lot of video games, and I guess he started playing PUBG. And he's asking me how to play PUBG.
Don't die. That's how you play PUBG.
I don't play PUBG. I'm not paying $30 for it right now. I'll wait.
No, a little bit more. We need more.
More?
Yeah.
You need more?
There we go. We got some tequila and some Mountain Dew.
Some Mountain Dew?
Some Mountain Dew.
You want some Mountain Dew? I want some Mountain Dew.
So go get some
fun.
Go get some Mountain Dew. Oh shit! I got cat fur all over me. Oh, we're live. We've been live for the last minute. Holy shit.
right. That's absolutely shocking.
Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome, boys and girls, and all affiliated other creatures of the internet.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
It's filled with as much toxicity as you can imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to say that
the rent is too damn high.
Yes, it's too damn high.
The rent is too damn high.
I'm gonna switch my audio settings over quick because I don't want this horrible echo to resonate with everything. There we go. There we go. All right.
Did I do that?
Hey. If you're gonna live in the 90s, go live in the 90s, all right? Get in your time machine, Grandpa, and go back, all right?
All right, let me just call up the doctor real quick.
Right.
Hello. Yeah, I need to go to I need to go back to 1995.
No, if you're in America, you call Rufus, all right, and Bill and Ted.
All right, hold up. There's going to be an American Doctor Who here soon, so you can shut your mouth. I'll call whatever doctor I want to, or whatever time traveler I want to.
You call Rufus or Doc Brown, at least for right now, okay? Or Captain Jack. You can call Captain Jack.
Sparrow?
No. Not Sparrow.
God damn it, my headphones done jacked up.
Good. Alright, so let's get into the show, shall we? Let's get into the show. We're the first thing on the menu is apparently
Jontron's back in the news.
No, even before that, freaking what's his name? God of War, Kratos is back.
Oh yeah.
And
God of War is making headlines.
Apparently, it's a really good game. Even though it's pissing off a couple of people because there's like a one wave-based area that doesn't sound like it was really well produced or well done. Gee, that sounds reminiscent of my complaint last week of one of the sections in fucking Battlefront 2.
yeah, it was.
But aside from that,
almost sounds like an exact copy.
Exactly. Aside from that, though, it sounds like it's actually a really good game. And people are enjoying the hell out of it.
I won't give too much of an opinion on it, as I haven't seen much of it. I know it's gotten perfect 10s across the boards, and that is my beef with it. That is my only bit of beef with it. No game is, I'm going to quote CinemaSins here, no game is without a sin. There's always something wrong with it. There's no way.
Yeah, there is always something, there's always at least one thing wrong with every game ever.
No way anything can have perfect 10s across the board.
The only thing wrong with Metroid is that Samus was a girl.
Hey, whoa now. Whoa now. Whoa.
Wait, did I just go too far into MRA territory? Did I go too far into MGTOW territory?
Alright, we're just getting into the stream. Pull the toxicity back just a little bit.
No, it's called Toxic Game Sessions, not called Fluffy, Lovely Unicorn Place. You want that? You go over to Riley's stream, okay? You go over to Riley Dennis's videos.
Adam's apple looks like a goddamn apple itself.
All right, we're done. We're done with the jabs. All right, we're done with the jabs. So people are enjoying God of War. 10s across the board. It sounds like a great game. I would love to play it, but I'm too fucking poor to afford it. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to go on like a demo or something before I can play it. Because I'm too fucking poor. You wanted to talk about Jontron, Cole.
Yeah, I was following Jontron. I love his content. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. I'm gonna be just a little bit biased on this story. But,
Sorry, man.
He sat there and he made a comment about, you know, Apu, the character, being retired. And, he sat there and he
wait. Before you go on, is this an unpopular opinion?
Yes, it is.
Okay, continue. They'll let the toxicity pour out.
Exactly. Well, he sat there and he said that he thought it was completely unfair that comedy should be forced to step down to political correctness. He thought it would be the death of comedy for political correctness to step in. Now, of course, he does believe that he was a bit misinterpreted with the whole thing, that people thought that the show would be killed off because one character was down. And a lot of people just started dragging him for it because everyone's like, Apu is a racist character, and that's his whole premises. And it's like, yeah. And he's been that way for how many years now?
I've got some thoughts on that, all right? You ready? Here are my thoughts on that. And I'm going to quote someone. I forget who it was. I believe it was actually you know what? I don't know who it was. I don't care who it was at this point. But they said something to the extent of, "Gee, I'm glad Apu might be retired because of being a racially insensitive stereotype." And he pictured the likes of Groundskeeper Willie, the Big Book of British Smiles that was in an episode of The Simpsons.
Don't forget the redneck character. Don't forget the redneck character.
You can't forget him, Cletus. You can't forget Cletus. You can't forget any of the other numerous amounts of the. You can't forget Bumblebee Man,
exactly.
Right? Heaven forbid, Bumblebee Man squeaks by.
But you know, nobody cares because they're played by white actors, and Apu isn't. That's the real reason behind it.
Sman, what's your thoughts, Sman?
It's a shame that he cracked under pressure. To be honest, people are throwing shit at you. Like, I'm just saying, when people throw shit at me, I might use some colorful language. I might be just a tad ableist.
Yeah, ableist.
I'm not. I don't.
Continue, dude. Continue.
You know, yeah, but yeah. But I don't crack under pressure, that easily. Now, maybe he was just like, I think if I just give in, they'll go the fuck away.
Mm-hmm.
What's his reasoning? But it's a shame, like, when people crack under pressure like that.
Ah, fuck me. All right, my desktop audio isn't coming through for some reason.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so we've gone, what, 15 minutes now with no desktop audio? 10 minutes now with no desktop audio.
No, that's wonderful.
Hooray!
Well, now I have to figure out if I'm playing audio correctly.
Yeah, see, normally I would have had this already taken care of. I'd have been like, hey, I switched everything to my speakers, so, I'm running things through my headphones. And nope, I didn't do any of that. I had ample time, I had ample opportunity. The stream was running late today. No, I couldn't do that.
Stream is actually early.
How's it going? Google it. Google it.
In the chat?
Google it is in the chat. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us tonight.
I got Senor Caribou in my chat. He says, yo.
Yo, Senor Caribou. Can you give me the caribou? Google says he's good. Google it says he's good. How are you guys doing tonight? Like, how are you, Cole?
I'm
good?
still waking up, so.
We could just, okay, you know what? Someone get him a pair of jumper cables. We'll clip him to his testicles and to his nipples. He'll wake up real quick. How about you, Sman? How are you doing?
Oh, fucking peachy. This should have been pretty damn funny. So it's been pretty great.
It's been pretty great. Okay, he's only saying that, Google it, because he's had some marijuana and some hallucinogenic tea before the broadcast.
You don't need to reveal this shit to the public. God.
Where would you be without my doxing of your after hour proclivities?
Going to prison.
No,
You
he's
can't
looking
land
at
at a
Shad Base.
prison. You can't end up in prison. You know, I should probably bring up your chat as well, so I have an entire picture of the entire thing going on.
Yeah, you know, that'd probably be cool.
Call 4.0.
I've actually, speaking of channels, I've actually been trying to do some streaming, just not on YouTube. Been testing out Mixer and Twitch a little bit, and...
You're a Mixer Twitch!
Shut up! But, today I was doing a Twitch stream of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the OG, not this EA bullshit. But I was doing a stream of that, and I had a consistent viewership of 4 to 5 people, and near the end of it, I got. I don't know if they know the way. A lot of them did not seem to speak. Senior Caribou says, "Cole, you vape? Where the hell have you been?"
Yeah, seriously.
It's like all over my social media, and it's been in the past. How many different streams?
Like in every stream, he's puffing on something, whether it's a vape or cock.
Hey!
Hey, we gotta add the toxicity somewhere, otherwise it's false advertisement.
God.
Do you want there to be false advertisement?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Toxicity has your masculinity going for you.
Oh, you know.
That was lost when I had a kid.
Senior Caribou was like, I feel the oof. Do you feel the oof?
All this cloud just getting in the way of my camera here.
Right? It's like that. You probably got that puff mod too, right?
Oh, I love cloud. I love getting.
So
cloud.
yeah, that's where we're sitting on the whole Jontron thing. That's
Cloud
lovely.
Gang? Well, it's Cloud Gang.
That's the cloud. That's the Cloud Gang. They're doing it. Google it. What do you got to say there, buddy? I fucking wrecked Joso titties pretty bad. Oh, that's for a different. That's for something entirely different, buddy. Today we're just talking about gaming and gaming culture. Joso titties have nothing to do with either. Because if Josoman could figure out a game controller and the difference between it and his butthole, we'd be in a different situation, wouldn't we? Cole's like, I don't get the reference. I do not know the way.
Negative.
I do not know the way.
I am lost. I do not know the way. Do you know the way? I do not know the way.
Oh man. Alright. So insert Vine here, blows vape. Vape gets blown away. Adam! Wow. I feel the love. I feel the love in the room, don't you guys?
There's so much love. All the love.
I feel the love. Alright, so let's move on to some gaming news. Alright, let's move on to some gaming news.
So there are a lot of rumors going around about what's going to be announced at E3. What are you guys hearing?
I honestly think there's going to be another Mario game. Because there's always a Mario game.
Always. Either that or, you know, more Pokemon bullshit.
Okay, you know what? If Pokemon comes out on the Nintendo Switch, which we all know it will eventually because they're replacing the DS line with the Switch.
Yeah.
They're
going for console hybrids here, which, you know, Nintendo's always been crazy with their innovations. Since way, way back, they've been crazy with innovations. So
Yeah. The way I see it,
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Nothing. I just found some gaming articles, but I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Google it's like TOS violated the TOS. I am the TOS.
insert just
go
a
ahead.
Palpatine meme. I am the TOS.
Go ahead. Seriously, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You had something. Go for it. Go for it, buddy.
Articles.
Share.
Now, if my computer will, some from this computer will disappear.
Look at how many tabs are
The
open.
limited.
Oh dear God.
Oh, he
Fuck
gets
off.
his news from Polygon. Oh, shave his testicles off. Just shear them off with a rusty pair of scissors. Ooh, that was a burp and a half.
Oh. Fuck. You might as well just shoot me in the forehead if you're gonna fucking go that low, bro. Anyway, Polygon, as much of a bottom feeder as Polygon is,
Yeah, but the fact that you're giving them clicks, come on, man. You could do better. Like GameSpot, at least, right?
Yeah, I get all my news from the Onion.
Oh my god! I'm not even a smoker. I'm not even a smoker, and I'm laugh coughing because Cole finally got a good one in. Holy shit!
Hey,
Cole
I
is
did something
evolving.
good.
Cole is evolving. Cole is evolving, fam. Cole is evolving.
Unlike the YouTube
Flex,
algorithm, it takes me a while to learn.
You're like, if we're on the topic of joking about the YouTube algorithm, you could have done better. You could have done a lot better.
Well, any kind of joke against the YouTube algorithm is instant demonetization anyway. So
Yeah. I don't even care. This channel isn't monetized, and it never will be monetized. If I do go the path of monetization, I'll just be like, hey, PayPal link is in the bottom, bitches. Go ahead and send me some money if you want. Otherwise, I don't fucking care.
makes 1 penny. Woo! I can afford
Right.
to eat a cracker.
Just a disclaimer, there is no PayPal link in the description. Alright? There is, like, next to nothing in the description. Alright, people?
The only thing that's in my description is just a bunch of links to other people and things that I've done, things I'm not proud of.
Prostitute yourself. Sure, I will prostitute myself. Senior Caribou is like demonized. Fuck. Yeah, demonized is more like it. You see that fancy? You see that fancy yellow dollar sign? Yeah, you're demonized. All right, you're not demonetized. You're demonized.
Exactly, because YouTube is a Christian company, family friendly only.
Christian, really? Christian? You think it's Christian of them to be like, I'm gonna silence you? I'm gonna stop right there before the stream has ended.
Just instant shutdown of all 3 channels. You're all screwed.
Delete.
Yeah. Fucking CEO
Someone
of
hits-
YouTube just comes in
someone
and is like,
hits
the
delete.
fuck is this? Click. Don't have to see that anymore.
So let's see. There's new Destiny 2 content on the way. Let's talk about that. This is on GameSpot, and like I said, S-Man, you want to do some game news, at least go to GameSpot because they haven't been completely infected by SCWs yet.
Jelly Duck says, sup everyone? What's
Sup,
up?
Jelly? How's it going? Jacqueline, Glenn, and Shandor should smash. I'm not so sure my wife would appreciate that. Senor Caribou is like Arrow 404, too much wordage.
Too much bad wordage.
I got some bullshit. This is what I hate about GameStop, right? Unless you okay, you know what? Fuck it.
So
I had
who's
to
ready
close
for
it
all
out,
these
but-
Battle Royale games that are going to be announced at E3?
Oh god. Alright, so we know Radical Heights is out, and I played some of it. I don't know if I've talked about it at length at all.
You said
But
you said a little bit about it, but not much.
it does get one thing right, and I do know I said this last week, is it gets one thing right that I wish like Fortnite would do, and that's in-game money. You can find money in-game laying around, which is really fucking cool. So if they were to implement that in Fortnite, I think it'd play it a lot more, to be honest. And then I could afford, upgrades and shit.
Well, there is the you earn V-Bucks through the story mode. But story mode's not free yet. The story mode will be free in June, I think they said. June?
Yeah, and I think... silly Shandy. Yes, I am a silly Shandy. But yeah, I think I'll play the I think I'll...
I'm sorry. I just read Senior Caribou's tweet. You could go to GameStop with the cure for cancer. They would look you straight in the eyes and say you could get $6 for it. Yay, lying.
Yeah, he's not lying. No. Now I forgot what I was saying. But if they, I think I'll play it more when the story mode is released. Jacqueline is my wife. I don't think so. Google it. I don't think so, buddy. Oh man.
And John Cena just comes ripping through the back screen. Are you sure about that?
Oh, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but Jontron is just getting drugged through the dirt because he had the opinion that
Apu should not have been retired. He does not believe that Apu should have been retired. He doesn't agree with it. I don't agree with it either.
He doesn't believe that comedy should be forced to
kneel
before,
to political correctness.
Yeah. Or the social justice warriors. The people who are like, oh, well, you're racist and because you're white.
It's because you're white. It's
it's basically what it's come down to in the last 2 years is you're racist because you're white. All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's become the social norm to be racist against white people, but they're the racists.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm racist, whatever, let's move on. That's my thought on it. It's like, I tell Cole this all the time.
Whoa there. Nobody take that out of context. And here come the mainstream media. See, YouTubers admit that they're racist.
Fuck it. If that's what you want to label me, go for it. I don't fucking care at this point. But I told Cole this, like, if it doesn't affect my day-to-day, whatever, a flying rat's ass, is it gonna hurt my feelings? Probably. But at the end of the day, whatever. It's just bullshit. I don't care how you see me, or if you want to see me one way or not see me in another way. I don't fucking care. But we're not here to talk about that. I don't think.
We're not here to talk about our political affiliations just yet.
Well, I don't care. Like, I don't think this leans more. This leans more in social affiliations, right?
That automatically in 2018 that automatically goes to your political side. Just that's what everyone says.
Yeah, but we need to make that, like, I'm a firm believer that we need to distinguish ourselves between our political affiliations and our social our social affiliations or our social backgrounds or what have you. Yeah, we're just gonna stop that conversation there. If you want to talk more,
let's go back the other way.
If you want to talk more about affiliations, there's a Discord link below. You can just spout off the mouth there. You can hit me up on Twitter, Tower of Shandor, or you can go hunt Cole and try and find his pubes on the internet.
What?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's S-Man. Awkward laughing. No, it's just drunk laughing. There's a difference. There's a minor difference, but there is a difference.
I don't know what you're drunk on. I'm drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Totally not sponsored, but should be sponsored.
Mountain Dew and tequila. It's flavorful like Mountain Dew.
I'm sorry, sir. That says Powerade.
Technically, it just says POW. With my finger covering the R and everything else after it.
No, I can perfectly see the R.
Now you can't.
Oh! Much
it
confuzzled.
disappeared. Suka Blat. No. No, it's not Suka Blat. It's blah. So, in Steam news, everybody, there, S-Man says, the sky. In Steam news, there are 5 games you can play up till Monday morning at like 1 a.m. I think. On Steam, you can download and play right now. Payday 2, which is a really fun title if you guys haven't played it. Arma 3, Day of Infamy, Front Defense, Heroes, and Orberus VR. Day of Infamy is like one of those Call of Duty clones, if you guys are unaware. And Jelly Duck is drinking White Label Mountain Dew. Ooh. I like White Label. It's like moonshine.
White Label? What are you, racist?
What are you, racist? S-Man, how about you post that and wait, you know what? I can just look on my phone because I have a phone.
Yes, you do.
Did you know I have a phone? It's a crappy Apple. It's a crapple.
Whoa there.
It's a crapple.
Don't be dissing my Apple now.
Okay,
with their $1,000 fucking iPhone.
S-Man is talking irrelevant nonsense.
I do not hear him speak. Is he speaking?
Oh, he's typing random nonsense into the general chat of a Discord server that I haven't touched in a long time. Apple is trash. Yes, Apple is in fact trash. How would you guys like? Okay, here you brought up E3 earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if Apple were to come out with a gaming console?
It'd be $3,000.
No, I'm talking like they actually went all in and they were thinking about gamers. Like, and they went in because they normally use Intel stuff, but they're coming out with their own CPU now, right? They're coming out with their own Apple brand CPU, which I don't know what processor architecture would use or anything like that because I haven't looked it up. Beyond the fact that they're building their own processor. Now, if it is powerful like they say that it's going to be, what if they came out with their own processor? And what if they, came out with a gaming unit to accompany that processor, to kind of show it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did it low cost. What are your thoughts?
Well, honestly, it would depend on, what kind of games they'd have playing on it, how they'd show off, what it could handle and what it couldn't. It would honestly just depend on what it can do. If it's, extremely high powerful, then... And yes, there is a sad baby. I'm gonna go grab him real quick. Yep.
Ooh, the screech is out. The screech is real. All right, S-Man, what do you think? What are your thoughts there, buddy? You've been like quiet as a titmouse this whole time.
I just lost my train of thought.
The question was posed. Apple's coming out with a new processor. How would you feel about Apple coming out with a console or some sort of gaming setup?
Not sure. I've rarely ever touched Apple products. Whenever I do, they're like not too bad. But hopefully, if they do come up with a console, hopefully it's not like a piece of shit.
My only issue would be is if it's like, they put out a console for $1,000, which was like basically the fall of the 3DO. It was so expensive nobody bought it.
Also, I don't regret typing the nonsense I did in the general chat.
Oh no, please feel free, use the servers. That's what they're there for, my man.
Yeah, and also, you've not touched it since like September.
I know, dude. This is because nobody used it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go get drunk and do something else. And I did get drunk, and I did do something else, and we get a front row seat to baby cry now.
I did post the link to the Twitter chat for this.
Eventually.
Cole is of the mindset at this point, like, hey, if my eardrums have to be boiled out by baby scream, so does the audience.
Yes.
I'm just messing around. I am not a kid person though. Yes, Discord server. There's a link on my channel in the description below, and if you follow me on Twitter, there's a link in my in my profile. Follow me at Tower of Shandor, and you just click it, and you can join the Discord, and you can have fun there, and spout as much toxic nonsense as you want, because it is a toxic gaming session.
Exactly. And if there's anything that you want to see us talk about on the stream, you can leave it there during the week as well, and we'll bring it up.
Or DM me. I mean, my DMs are open, so you can just DM me directly, and we can have that conversation too. I'm not sure how attentive I am, because as oh my God, what the hell, S-Man, what the hell? I'm not saying that online. I'm not saying that on this channel. I back the blue, you asshole.
What? Say anything.
I know, I'm just messing with you, dude. But yeah, we're I don't know how responsive I am. Like, unlike, you know, when I'm doing a broadcast with Cole here or S-Man, I'm a lot more social, and I don't do social media very well. Awkward when it comes to social media, so I try to have a conversation with people, and it's really hit or miss for me. Sometimes, insert toxic joke. Yeah, that is the toxic joke. I am the toxic joke.
Palpatine references again.
Yeah. But
Revenge of
but
the
like
meme.
I feel like I'm really socially awkward when it comes to talking to people on social media. I'd rather like face to face with people, because like I can see a person and I can gauge their emotions better. Like there was a point in time back in the day where when I see someone type something, I can kind of gauge what their emotional state was as they were typing, because I grew up in the era of no internet, and then we had the internet, and everything was about chat rooms for like 10 years, 15 years, and then things started accelerating, chat rooms died. But that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it?
You know.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad bit. You know, just a tad.
It's irrelevant like Cole's blue hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
You know, that whole YouTubers must dye their hair thing is all died out. Like, several years ago.
Now it's all YouTubers have to go bald. See, I've already started the trend.
Nah, all YouTubers have to pick a side. Either they're with Jake Paul or they're not. They're as toxic as Jake or Logan.
We're not going there. So I think it's time to light this candle. I think it's time to. You always make me laugh, Frank. Aw, Jelly Duck, I'm so
Where's this chat at?
weirded out. This is
This is my YouTube chat at the moment. My YouTube chat.
you know, I've met a lot of bald assholes. Okay.
Yeah, just come to the Speedway in Mansfield. That's where I work, by the way. For those of you who don't get
assholes. All right, that sounded wrong. That sounded like something I would have said when I was in my younger days, sowing my wild oats. And believe me, I didn't always look this fucked up. All right, I was actually kind of attractive in high school and in my early 20s, and then when I hit my mid 20s, that's, you know, it's a different story. I'm in my mid 30s now, so you know, there's a 10-year span where everything just kind of. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Markiplier. Markiplier.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Set the stage for us, Cole. Set the stage.
Okay, so everyone's been playing that Welcome to the Game 2 that got released. It was a, you know, Welcome to the Game when it first came out was, whoa.
Wasn't Welcome to the Game that crowdfunded game where like played as a developer? And then you got like other developers together.
No.
Or am I thinking of something different?
Welcome to the Game is you take the place of a character who's searching the dark web, and you have to, you know, block hackers and have to watch out for the group known as Noir, which, in my personal opinion, kind of seems like a reference to the hacker group Anonymous.
Okay.
And as they wear this, you know, white mask and then But Welcome to the Game 2. Welcome to the Game 2 came out, and everyone was dying for Markiplier to play it. Now, note, Welcome to the Game 1 was a pretty difficult game, and he had a bit of trouble with that. Welcome to the Game 2 is even harder with even more difficulties in it. And where, you know, if you die, you pretty much start over from the beginning of it, and you have to try again. And,
okay, so it's a no continue situation where like there were old Nintendo games where these were some of the worst Nintendo games, believe me, because I played them. Where you died, you started all the way back at the fucking beginning. There's no codes, there's no skip through, there's no nothing.
Yeah, but he sat there and he got really aggravated on it. He was on like part 6 or part 7. He did one final stream, and he sat there and he said some really not so okay things about the developers and about the games.
Something. He was very toxic. What did you say?
Yeah, yeah, but and he kind of sat there and a lot of the fandom, you know, went a little haywire.
Now, would you say would you say he encouraged his fandom, or would you say that he said some things that he was in like the heat of the moment gameplay kind of shit where you are you talking about the Zelda worst game ever? No, Zelda's alright. But continuing, would you say that he didn't sick his followers on?
He didn't purposefully sick them. I think it was a heat of the moment kind of thing. And going back over it a couple of times, it doesn't seem as bad as it is at first glance, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man, you're the head of literally millions of people.
Yeah.
You say some effed up crap about that, I'm gonna be effed up about it right now, because that's you know, we're talking the Markiplier fandom here. You can't say too many bad words, but you got to kind of watch what you say when you're, you know, in charge of that many people who, you know, when you rile them up, when you've riled them up before and they've gone and done some shit that they shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I'm of the firm mindset that if you have a of people who know you have you know, because Markiplier, like, I don't follow him a lot, right? I don't follow Markiplier, and I'm not afraid to admit that. When you do have that follower base, when you are in control of that many people, or not control, but when you can influence that many people, and I think that's what he meant to say, is that he's not really in contrul of their actions, right?
Yeah, but he influences it, yeah.
He can influence it to a degree. He can say, you know, this game is terrible, but at the same time, he has a responsibility to dial back the emotions. He can tell people not to go do this all you want, right? As I firmly believe that as a influencer of some sort, that you can tell anybody anything, right? Mm-hmm. But it's ultimately up to the person being responsible for their own actions.
Right.
Right? I think that's what it comes down to, is and this is like what we talked about with Jeremy that a couple weeks ago, was that ultimately it comes down to personal responsibility. Where is the personal responsibility?
Yeah. And a lot of people are also upset about his apology. And Markiplier has always been, you know, he's been that kind of person where if he gets angry, he's like, I'm sorry I got angry, but, you know, this is still a problem. Yeah, with certain games. Especially looking back at his older videos, you've noticed that, you know, when he finds a game that he gets extremely mad at, he will say some really not nice things. And sometimes he's just joking around, like the whole dick punching party was a thing. And that was supposed to be a joke, where he got mad at a game and he was like, it's going to be a dick punching party at the developer's house. Everyone go punch the developers in the dick.
Yeah.
And of course, that was him just joking, even though he was legitimately mad.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes I believe that he can get a little mixed up, and the fandom can't tell when he's joking and when he's not. And
yeah.
you know, when he says some things like that now, you know, there are people that are gonna straight take it seriously and just, you know, be extremely mad about it.
Yeah. Here's, you know what? Let's hear from S-Man. Let's hear from you, buddy. How do you feel on this?
What?
I don't see it as a big deal. Markiplier saying some.
I'm streaming at the moment.
Nice
I don't know.
things when he's all. See it as a big deal. I mean, if you are saying those type of things, you know, you gotta expect people to call you out for it. I'm just looking at the chat. But yeah, I think that it seems like a first world problem where people are like, oh my god, this YouTuber, when they're angry, or remember when PewDiePie said the word nigger, you know, anger.
Oh, come on, man. You can't say that on our stream, dude.
Okay, sorry I killed your stream, but anyway, yeah, it's like, okay, was PewDiePie a man-child and a half for saying it? Debatable, yes, but it's not like he did anything actually like offensive or hurtful. Like if you get offended by that word, you're just a total pussy. You know, just saying.
You're giving it power. You know, you can sit there and take the power away from the word.
And you know, it's like no better since they have millions of followers, some of whom are like little kids who don't know shit about anything. Yeah. So it's like you just gotta be careful when you're a YouTuber that huge. If I had millions upon millions of subs, I'd be careful about the language I use, because I wouldn't want to get like bitched at for it. So if
I mean,
that's where I just.
Well, I mean, fuck.
That's a fair point to make.
But you know,
that's a fair point to make. Yeah. But ultimately, it comes down to the responsibility of the people behind it, behind the actions, whether or not it is the intention of the creator to send droves of their follower base, their fan base, at something or someone else. It's ultimately up to the responsibility, I feel, of the person committing those actions. We see a lot about people, blaming guns for gun violence when ultimately it comes down to the people. Because without people, without a person, a gun is just going to sit there and rust. And that's what it comes down to. A gun is going to sit there and rust. A knife is going to sit there and not cut an orange or whatever you want to cut with it. What's that?
Coat hanger is not going to be used for anything else but just hanging things up.
Yeah, it comes down to personal responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I see is like, yeah, okay, I've got problems in my life, but some of them are my fault, and I'm willing to recognize which ones are my fault and which ones I have no control over. I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair to go, okay, I fucked this up.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing something, right? If let's say if I'm at working, right, and I'm at a job site, and I happen to be a construction worker, and ultimately I drop a hot bucket of rivets on someone, that's my fault because I was in charge of those rivets. You're not gonna
sit there and say that the rivets, those rivets burned them. It's the rivets' fault. Ban rivets.
Yeah, it's just basically what I feel. I don't want to turn this. Senor Caribou's loving your baby.
He's sleepy, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. But yeah, that's what I think ultimately comes down to is you got to be responsible for you, and you have to be willing to say I fucked up. I'm sorry, and be the more I don't want to say be the bigger person because then it sounds just cheesy and dumb, but
Baby's not letting you have a word in.
No.
I gotta try and talk over the baby, and it's just like, God
he's trying
damn,
to
kid,
he's trying to steal the
up.
show. He doesn't understand what's
sell him.
going on.
Cole, we're gonna sell him to a zoo.
Well, I mean, with all his hair, he could be a monkey, so you need a haircut.
All parents think their babies could be monkeys. All parents. Be like, yeah, I want to drop off this chimpanzee. Thank you very much. Bye.
But wait, sir. Nope, bye.
No, it's a chimp. Believe me, it's a chimp.
All the gorillas there will live in fear of being shot at.
It's still
Your kid will
relevant.
grow up. Your kid will grow up in the gorilla pen, going Harambe.
There'll just be
Oh my
armed guards
God.
around the pen at all time, just in case one gorilla gets too close.
How did we go from trying to talk about some actual gaming shit to like? How does this happen every fucking week? Is we try to talk gaming stuff, and it devolves into this.
It's because it's toxicity.
This isn't toxicity. It's stupidity.
Degeneracy.
This is stupidity. Yeah, stupidity.
This is heresy.
It's stupidity and degeneracy. That's what it is. And I wanted to keep doing degeneracy, man. I'd have hopped on an S-Man and streams like, you want to talk conservatism? You want to talk balancing the books? Well, here's a vagina with a balloon sticking out of it. Yeah, picture it. Just picture it, Cole.
I don't wanna.
That balloon was actually that
Tower of
balloon.
Shandor pick. Good.
That balloon was actually just a watermelon.
Oh god. I had Shandor imagine punishment a punishment worse than death, and that's sleeping with Anita Sarkeesian.
You cut out, so I didn't hear a word of it.
Sleeping with Anita Sarkeesian is a punishment worse than death.
Ah.
It is by far the worst thing that could happen to anybody, and I wouldn't wish it even on Anita Sarkeesian. Okay, maybe I would.
Whoa.
Life comes at you fast, right? That turnaround. Next thing I know is I'm gonna go on Twitter in like an hour from now, and I'm just gonna see all these memes of me saying, "Oh yeah, just sleeping. Yeah, Anita Sarkeesian." Not that I haven't been critical of her poorly shot and edited videos in the past.
So, seeing as how we're talking about poorly shot and edited videos, who the fuck is Little Tay? Or Lil Tay?
What I do now? I don't know. Who is it? S knows.
Someone enlighten me here. Why is this 9-year-old flexing?
I fucking know.
Flexing like cash money flexing, or
Cash money and a $200,000 car, apparently.
What does a 9-year-old have used for a fucking car?
Apparently, she is a rapper of some sort. All these other rappers ain't got this game like I do. They ain't got it like Lil Tay. And you're freaking 9! Throwing out $100 bills in front of a camera, you freaking...
Is that what it takes to be popular on YouTube? Should I just start doing rap videos?
No, it's still diss tracks. You still gotta go with them diss tracks.
Alright, well then I'll write a cold diss track.
I'll just do a Rice Gum diss track. That'll get you views.
Yeah, there you go. The Rice Gum. Because Rice Gum is... Wait. How relevant is he now?
Oh, he's still relevant. He's about to...
much.
What, did he hit 10 million yet? That asshole's about to hit 10 million subscribers.
Or do I gotta do a diss track on... do I gotta do a content cop diss track?
Yeah, just
I
do
should do the that way I'll get even more views.
Yeah, just do a content cop diss track. He'll do a content cop
Senior
on
Caribou
you.
is saying Rice Cum.
My God.
That's fucking great. Rice Cum. Is that like rice pudding? Is it come out all clumpy like rice pudding?
I still have the Bart Baker Rice Gum diss track, and then I have the Ida diss track on my Spotify playlist.
So should we all three get together and just do an iDubbbz diss track? Just to try and get the attention, just to be attention horse for 10
Oh,
minutes.
exactly. That's exactly what we should do.
Okay, why not?
At the very
And then
end,
we should send it we should send it on a frickin' CD. We should send it to him. That way he can do it in an unboxing video.
be like, here's my new diss track, guys. Let's listen to it. And then a week later, he'll have a response.
It's just a new content cop on all three of us with a whole bunch of out of
Right.
context videos.
Yeah, and then all our videos get like mass dislikes.
I could just see it.
Fuck.
I could just see it. He'd be like,
This video has 1 like and 10,000 dislikes.
He'll go in order from Cole to me to S-Man, and it'll be like, blue hair, no hair, bald down there.
Oh, and
S-Man is bald down there.
you fucking stalking me, bruh? Oh yeah, but
I wouldn't put it past him now.
Only when you're in the shower.
So that is what's blinking from the vent.
Exactly. That's what's coming out of the drain.
But
Gotta
I
get them tasty scrote. Hey, dude, I gotta get them tasty scrote shots for the public, man.
But I can imagine, like, all our videos have, like, 1 like, too. Instead of 10,000 dislikes, it's more like 180,000 likes.
And only
Senor
one
Caribou
person
said-
agrees with us.
Senor Caribou, unbox therapy, content cop.
Oh
Holy
my
hell,
God.
man! I think I'm gonna shit myself laughing. I'm gonna laugh so hard that it's going to projectile shoot shit out of my anus.
Like that one video from America's Funniest Home Videos, that old lady, she sneezes or something and she goes, I shit myself!
Laughing anus. Laughing anus, S-Man, really? Really, Sman? Really? Laughing anus?
Oh, man.
It actually should be a fucking TV show.
Laughing anus should be a TV show, like a Family Guy spinoff. I went there. Yeah,
Jenner
I
from
went
the
there.
very beginning.
Family Guy spinoff?
I
How dare
went
you.
there.
Let me just lean in shot here.
Alright, well, it's going to take my Twitter, like, forever to now, because I'm taking up all the bandwidth with this, because you guys are complete turds, alright? You won't let me do my show.
This is why I hardwire.
Oh, I'm hardwired. I'm hardwired. Like, hardcore hardwired. I'm so hardwired, I'm hard. Wired.
It's hard when he's handling wires.
Ay. This is information I did not need to know.
Senior Caribou is like everywhere you look. Oh man, you guys are too much in the chat. I love you guys. You guys spoil us with your toxic.
You remember one time I Tower of Shandor here could hear reverb. He just started fucking yelling at me, and he said it felt nice to yell, and I'm just like, he was dared to yell at JJ once.
Oh god, I just had let him have it. I was merciless.
Well, damn.
That's the kind of toxicity we're looking for in the Discord chat, fam. That's what we're looking for.
No, we want the toxic level of Leafy plus Shad base. That's the kind of toxicity we want.
Hey, don't you speak an ill word of Leafy. He's a god.
That hasn't uploaded that much content recently, or has he? I haven't seen any.
Oh my god, dude. Like, seriously, I don't know. I don't know. Leafy's entertaining in his own right, and as long as you stay off of Leafy's radar, he's entertaining.
Yeah, just don't do that. Oh, speaking of Leafy, guess who's back?
Eminem.
The dog fucker.
Oh god, not her.
This time, she says that dog piss cures cancer, and she has a video of her drinking dog piss.
That's all. That I've seen that video. It is wonderful.
The amount of disgusting bullshit this bitch will go through just to get views. Ay. I'm glad I haven't stooped to that level of desperate.
She is the true meaning of attention whore.
Oh yes.
Like, I'm not calling her a whore. I'm just saying that's what an attention whore does. That is what attention. Like, if I really wanted views, I'd be like, hey, come check out a video of me bungee jumping with my dick.
Exactly. I'll bungee jump with my dick nailed to a plank.
Nailed to a plank? I was just gonna bungee. I was gonna just wrap some bungee cord around it, and at the very end, just watch it snap off.
No. You just gotta nail it to a plank and then try jump off.
Dude, if you nail it to a plank, you're gonna destroy it, which ends up like completely. Why are we even talking about this? What? You see how easy I am to distract? You see how easy I am to distract, Senor Caribou? You see this shit, Jelly Duck? You see how these guys have found my weaknesses? Quit exploiting my bald weaknesses, assholes.
I'm sorry, we can't help it that we have a direct line to your brain since there's no hair protecting it.
There isn't. No, seriously. I gotta start wearing a tinfoil cap, dude.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what? Oh, man. I think it's in the car. Shit. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck you guys. You don't get it.
He's not even gonna go to sleep. He's just gonna stare at me.
Alright, so let's go back to E3. What are our E3 predictions? Alright, fam in the audience. What are your
Everything
E3
Battle Royale. Everything is gonna be Battle Royale.
Even EA is gonna be like, we got a new Battle Royale game coming out.
Exactly.
We're gonna use, fuck yeah, Cole, 10 out of 10 joke. But no,
what did I say about perfect 10s, alright? Ain't nothing perfect.
Do you hear that?
Sound of the winds of change.
That's the sound of a million crickets going, what the fuck, Cole? Alright, S-Man, you're a console gamer. What do you think is happening at E3? Do you think PlayStation 5 is going to be announced at E3?
Probably.
The next generation of consoles is already here. After, what, 2 years? 3 years?
See, if PlayStation 5 does get announced, all right, going back to PlayStation 5, right? If that does get announced, I honestly think it is the dumbest move by by Sony, because they just came out with the Pro, right? They just came out with it. They're still trying to work on, as far as I know, they're still trying to work on PSVR titles. They're still trying to like get that up and running. It's just a dumb move, in my opinion. It's a dumb move.
Yeah. I'm currently waiting to hear news on Halo 6. I know that they're taking their time with this one since, you know, Halo 5 was rushed as fuck. So, I'm hoping there will be some news at E3, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
In terms of Halo, there has been no coherent Halo games. Not terrible Halo games, coherent Halo games, because they don't really fit anywhere coherently in the storyline of Master Chief, because Halo 2 finished that off. Halo 2 saw to that. At least in my opinion.
Technically, Halo 2 was supposed to be the end of it.
Halo 2 resolved everything, but Microsoft was all like, we're gonna make it. Bungie, give us Halo.
Technically, Halo 2 was supposed to be the end, and you were supposed to kill the final prophet on that ship. But, yeah, no.
Halo bought out Bungie like halfway through the process. Like, no, we're changing the story at the very end.
Yeah.
But Halo 2 was definitive for me. Halo 2, the end of the story, you didn't need any more. Like, Halo, in terms of multiplayer combat, still has one of the best multiplayer local combat things you can do, like as far as FPSs go.
Speaking of Halo at the moment, did you guys hear about Halo Online and what happened with that?
I have not, but if you'll give me a second, I will bring it up. Why don't you get us started?
Alright, so there was Halo Online out in Russia for a little bit, but the project was ultimately kind of just, tossed to the side. It was filled with pay-to-win bullshit, and it just didn't seem like an okay thing to do. So Microsoft was like, "Yeah, we'll just scrap it," and they kind of left it.
So I just brought it up. You know what? That's the wrong one.
Well, I'll go ahead and just give you a little bit more. So these modders decided to come in and they made Halo Online. They took Halo Online with the assets and everything, and they.
I actually have the link for that project up here. But continue.
And they brought it out and everything, and they were updating it, and they had several thousand players on it, and they were going to continue to update it and such. But because they were using assets from Microsoft, which is of course illegal in terms of copyright, the Microsoft sent them a cease and desist. Now what everyone is doing is blaming 343, even though 343 technically had nothing to do with it, and they even offered to help the modders and try and avoid this situation.
I actually have an article by the development team behind the name of the project is El Dorado.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the article up here, and I'm going to read the first little bit of it, but I'm also going to link it in the chats for you guys to see. So it goes like this. El Dorado's 6.6 update has been everything we could have hoped for and so much more. The community response and support we have been given has been exciting, humbling, above all appreciated. We have poured our hearts and souls into this game, and you have been the best community we could have asked for. Unfortunately, 343 Industries and Microsoft have noticed this success and have reached out to us regarding potential legal action and have requested we temporarily halt development. They have a link to their article and statement from Microsoft at 343. Microsoft had this to say about 0.6 release. We are humbled and inspired to see the amount of passion poured into this project. The fact remains that it's built upon Microsoft-owned assets that were never lawfully released or authorized for this purpose. As the project reverberated across the community, our team took a step back to assess the materials and explore possible avenues. While Microsoft, like any company, has a responsibility to protect its IP, code, and trademarks, it's not optimal in other words, it's not optional in other words. By the way, we're not shutting down the mod or going after the El Dorado crew. We're enacting action to remove the Halo Online code and packages from places it's being hosted. So what it looks like here is that, and this is just reading off the first few paragraphs, is that it looks like Halo itself is the Halo Online development team that kind of started this whole project has been kind of, oh right, because there's link, you don't allow links on your chat, but the Halo development team, or the Halo Online development was basically talked to by Microsoft to say, hey, we don't want to bring legal action, and that's what it looks like. We don't want to bring legal action. So do you think you guys can take this down? And we're asking you politely to do this before we do seek legal action. So I think this was an amicable event between the two parties. I think it was amicable for the reason that it ended up being, well, they contacted the development team and said, guys, we really can't let you use the online source code because it wasn't released to the public, and you obtained them somehow legally. We're not shutting down the project, we're just shutting down where it's hosted.
Yeah, and then also, they're also using assets, not just the source code, but the character models and everything. Those are also from Halo.
Well, those are assets. Yeah. Those are assets. All the character models, maps, text, whatever, that go into the source game.
But, yeah. And as far as my opinion on it, it was a great idea. It was. But they did so not in the right way. If they had made a Halo Online and they did like Installation 01 is doing, where it's all custom built from the ground up shit, you know, then good for them. Oh my God, why are you squirming so much?
Because it's a baby. That's why.
He's trying to get comfortable and go to sleep, but like nowhere is comfortable for him.
Just bite his head off. Treat him like a mantis.
Go sleep. Go sleep.
Then he'd be like, what happened, honey? I ate the baby.
But yeah, that's my opinion on it, is that, you know, it's a great idea, but you went about it the wrong way.
Yeah. What do you think, S-Man? What do you think, buddy? Are you back yet? I know you went to go potty, but are you back?
I just got back. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
We're talking about Halo Online, our Project El Dorado.
Okay, so to recap, because S-Man was busy diddling himself in the public bathroom. All right, but in all honesty, to recap, Microsoft and 343 Studios asked the El Dorado development team, who was developing a Halo 3 based mod so that people could play Halo Online on their PCs, to stop making patches for it, and that they were not going after the project itself, but shutting down the servers it was hosted on. What are your thoughts now that you have the
And I also believe that
Reader's
they removed
Digest?
the download links. I think they did that as well, but I'm not sure.
I think, because there is a download link on their website, on the El Dorado website.
Well, then it might still be, you know, local hosting, where you can host it on
Could
LAN
be.
and stuff.
Actually, let me check to see if the download link is actually active.
Blaze you.
And yes. Oh, God, that hurts so much. Don't you just love when a sneeze hurts?
Right.
Is it available for download? I don't play Halo much. Admittedly, since Halo 2, I didn't play Halo 3. I played Halo 4. And I haven't gotten that far in Halo 4 because it was just uninteresting to me. But people love the franchise, right?
Oh, I love Halo. I really don't care about what the playstyle is. Halo is Halo to me. That's another reason why I don't agree with a lot of people hating on 343 just because it's 343. It's because it's Halo.
So it looks like you can get the updater source code, but outside of that, I don't think any of it is available. Oh no, you can get the El Dorado updater, so you can still download it, but playing it I don't think is going to be possible.
Not online anymore, anyway.
Yeah, you can still play the mods, but it doesn't look like you can play them multiplayer. But in Halo-related news,
Some people showing up. I'll see you guys later.
all right, man. I'll talk to you later. Have fun. Have a great night. We're gonna continue this stream though.
All right, and to your buddy Cole or something. It was nice meeting
Cole or
you.
something.
I said Cole, not cold, but whatever. It was nice meeting you,
You
Cole.
said
So yeah, nice
Cole
meeting
or
you.
something.
It was
Oh,
a
semantics
thing.
aside, I'll see.
Oh,
a
he just
thing.
bailed out. Look at him bailing out. That rude motherfucker.
No, I hope the stream is fixed.
So it looks like
I gotta make sure that my screen is right still.
mine is fine. And that's because I took the time last week to set up the awesome side by side that my viewers will see, even though I don't have that many viewers, because I suck. I'm terrible.
Yep, we're good.
And I'm a terrible, terrible person.
How dare you be a terrible, terrible person?
I'm just
My
dumb.
battery's about to be dead, so I'm about to lose the chat.
Good job. That's what you get for being on a laptop, you silly ape.
I'm not on a laptop. I'm talking about my phone. I don't pull the chat up. I don't pull that shit up on my computer because
Why don't you have
capturing. It's capturing the screen.
You see this? This is my phone charger that I have plugged into my PC.
You see that right there? That right there is the only outlet I got.
This is plugged into my PC, dude. USB line. Look.
I could get that, but I'm too lazy.
It's charging. It's charging. You plug it into your laptop or plug it into your computer.
I'm not using a laptop. I'm actually about to sell my laptop.
Your laptop. Don't give me the finger.
I'll give you
That's
whatever.
what you do. That's my job to do to you. All right.
Yeah. See, no, I'm more of a top.
No, you're definitely a bottom.
Tiny human, will you just stay still and go to sleep?
But yeah, that's what it comes. That's what it comes out. I think honestly, the El Dorado project should be given a chance. And if Microsoft wants to pull the servers down, that's one thing. But there's a huge development team from what I've seen behind this. Mm-hmm. And I think if Microsoft would have just been like, you know what, we're going to pay you guys to continue the project, go for it. And there's a fan base
that
for it.
That way
so
it would be an actual Microsoft thing.
Yeah, I think instead of, potentially alienating people, Microsoft could just be like, you know what, go ahead and keep doing it. We'll officially support you. It's like with Dreamcast, right? Mm-hmm. Sega no longer officially supports Dreamcast, but they will still let you produce a game and sell it if you want to make a game for the Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm. And my whole thing with it is, as I said before, if they wanted to go about it, perfectly fine. I would have loved a Halo Online game. I'm not that big into Halo multiplayer all the time. I'm more of a Halo fan for the story. But, I do like playing the multiplayer at times, although not Halo 5 anymore because that shit's over 100 gigabytes and I'm not installing that on my Xbox.
Yeah.
Again. But, if they had just gone about it like the way with installation 01 is doing, then it would have been fine. Microsoft would have left it alone because it's all, built from scratch. Yeah, it's Halo. It's technically Halo. Technically. But,
But it's its own source code.
Exactly. It's,
And it's its own assets. It's assets that are built from the ground up to resemble Halo. Yeah. And I think that's fine.
And there's no copyrighted characters other than the fact that, hey, this is a Spartan and this is a Sangheili Elite. That's really all it is.
Chat, both chats that I'm looking at, who here thinks that Cole should get into PC gaming? Because he's got a nice PC rig now.
I've been playing a little PC more often. Just
you don't play with me on PC.
They're just older games, and I'm not, the games that I already have for my Xbox. Why would I need to get them again for PC?
Get fucking Rocket League on PC and come play with me sometime. Damn it!
I've actually been looking into Rocket League. I know I'm like forever behind on Rocket League, but
I just started playing it the other day. I've been having fun with it. I am fucking terrible at it. I've made one goal in like the 19 games or 20 games that I've played, but I'm still enjoying it. There are a couple games. A friend of mine gave me a free copy of Dungeon of the Endless on Steam. Mm-hmm. And that was fucking cool as hell. He bought a humble bundle package, I think, and it came with a free copy of the game. I hopped on. I've been having fun with that. There's just so many like great games on PC. Yeah, you're not gonna get your console exclusives on PC, but they run so much nicer when you've got good hardware. Like you've got a GTX 1070 in your rig. Come on, man. You can definitely bust out some frames.
Yeah. And I'm planning on going into PC gaming more. As far as like my YouTube channel with, I want to go ahead and just move over to PC gaming a little bit because I have more options there. But at the same time, I love my console. I'm gonna continue playing on my console.
Oh no, definitely still like I have a PlayStation 4. I know that PlayStation fanboy. I'm not really a fanboy. I've got PlayStation. I've got Xbox. Admittedly, I don't have a Xbox One because it's too fucking expensive. I'm broke, and I got my PS4 as a birthday or as a Christmas gift rather from my wife. I bought her a Nintendo Wii U for Christmas that same year. So like we like gaming in general in this house, and we've got all sorts of shit.
I still have a fucking GameCube sitting up there. I meant to hook it up over here. I still got a fucking GameCube. Still planning on getting GameCube games.
Yeah.
My Superboy is sitting right over there.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 4 out of the 5 Virtual Boy titles I own.
Nice.
I've got my Virtual Boy sitting in the corner over there. Like, I play that constantly. Admittedly, the only game that I really play on it is Wario Land. But I got Red Alarm, which is the headache-inducing game that everyone thinks it is. This is a vector-based game, right? This game is okay if you play it for less than 10 minutes at a time. I got Mario Clash, where you throw turtle shells at other turtles and you progress through levels. All right. I got Mario Tennis. This is the original Mario Tennis. Okay.
Mario Tennis before it was Mario Tennis.
Before it was on the Game Boy. And then I got Teleroboxer. Right. Teleroboxer. This game is fucking awesome. If you can get down the trigger controls.
I'm smelling some new Jontron content right now.
Uh oh.
That smells like some Jontron content.
I might actually do a review of these games on my channel one of these days, just to like have something to talk about. Like I love my Virtual Boy, and a lot of people do.
Oh my goodness.
And it's not a console for everyone. It definitely isn't. But it's definitely it's definitely fun, and I like my console. But the point I'm making here is that PC is such. It's more of an open experience than console gaming can be, because like with new architecture, right? I just built a new computer, and that's not because my other computer is like slow or anything, because it's pretty snappy. It's just that my hard drive is starting to go. The processor's probably got another couple of years on it, or a couple months rather, because it's overclocked to an ungodly amount. So I don't really use it anymore. Like, it's getting old. It's getting up there in age. I can't really use that much. But with a new PC, all right, let's say like my PC cost me about $530 to build. It cost me $530 to build. And the specs on it are modest, but I can game on it as well as I could on my old system. I can game on it as well as like other systems that are using more powerful processors. I do use AMD hardware, so.
And I agree with Senor Caribou.
Yeah, emulation is a big plus on PC. So like if you have like games, you can play those on your PC. You can play Switch games on your PC. There's a Switch emulator out, which I think I showed you a couple days ago, Cole. There's like 2 or 3 Switch emulators out now.
One thing that I'm trying to get emulated, because I don't want to go out and buy a Wii and then have to buy a new version of this game, is I want to get a Wii emulator, and I need to get fucking Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes.
Dolphin, I think, will handle it pretty well.
Can't find a
Dolphin. Use the Dolphin.
I use Dolphin, and I can't find anything that fucking runs with Dolphin. I can't ever get it to fucking run.
Have you tried?
And then when I sit there and do actually try and get it to run, it sits there and it won't recognize any controller that I use.
I don't know, man. I'll look some up and give them to you within the next couple of days here. But like another big plus for PC gaming is cost, right? Everyone's like PCs are too expensive. I built my system for $530, and this is the point that I wanted. I built my system for about $530. If I need to upgrade it, that upgrade will be incremental in the future. And the only reason why I went full on with a brand new PC is because, like I said, the CPU architecture on my old PC is a Phenom 2 processor. It's got a GTX 750 in it. This system, the only thing I didn't have to buy for was a video card because I already had the video card, right? The video card that I was running in my old PC was a Radeon R9 or RX 480, and you get incremental upgrades, right? If I have to shell out another $500 on a video card, it's $500 just for a video card. But the video card technology is going to take me above and beyond what a console is capable of in terms of graphics capability right now. As opposed to waiting another console, waiting another half generation, say for like an Xbox One X, where I have to spend $500 on a brand new console if I want that better video performance. If I wanted the 4K resolution, let's say if I had the original Xbox One and I made that upgrade,
And I have not played Enter the Gungeon. I've seen other people play it. I have not.
I have not actually heard of it, but I'll take a look at it, and if it's something worth playing, I'll definitely play it.
Definitely worth playing.
Well, I haven't even seen footage of it because, like I said, I'm kind of limited in my funding, so when I do have extra money for something, it's got to be like $1 or $2 Steam title. And believe me, I've got like a bunch of free titles on Steam that I am embarrassed to admit that I enjoy because they're just so terrible.
Tiny human, quit squirming.
But that's where we're at. Like, PC gaming has advantages over console gaming. Console gaming has some advantages over PC gaming. I'm not going to say either solution is perfect because I like console gaming. Like, I'm not going to lie about it, but I do think overall, if you want to talk like a broad picture type of deal, is that a PC is superior to consoles. And it comes down to its modular upgrades. Like I have got an Athlon X4 750 in here, right? It's a 4-core Athlon Bristol Ridge processor. I can easily upgrade it to a Ryzen system, or, Ryzen chip if I wanted to. If you're talking if you're talking components, that's a $200 upgrade right there for a Ryzen 5 1600X.
Stop.
So you're looking at small steps as opposed to large steps in
Right.
That's $50 cheaper than when the previous half generation of console goes on sale. Like, what is an original Xbox One right now? $200, $250, something like that. Whole spacing out here.
Stop. I'm trying to sit there in my fucking phone. You told me to plug it up into my computer. I plugged it up in my computer and it won't fucking charge. It just... Apple device, Apple device, Apple device. But it's not fucking registering. Stop it! I don't care! PC needs to restart. No! Fuck off!
Oh, man.
Fuck off with your bullshit.
I didn't realize you had an Apple device.
Stop!
If it were Android, it should have been set, but yeah, because it's Apple, you gotta reset your computer after the drivers install. Android doesn't fucking have that problem.
Yeah, well, I also don't have the problem of having 10 million ads pop up while I'm on a frickin' Apple phone. Oh, yeah. Let me open Facebook. Bam! Screen blocking ad. Huh, well, let me back out of Facebook. Bam! Screen blocking ad. Well, let me just unlock my phone. Oh, look, before I even unlock my phone, there's a fucking ad.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Android is the best. It's definitely got a lot of problems. Smurfs that are on it. Smurfs are tiny programs that run in the background that literally leak all of your data to other third parties.
Oh, one thing I hate the most about it is that every Android phone that I've had, There's always 7 billion bullshit apps that take up 98% of my fucking storage, and I can't uninstall them, even though I will literally never use them, and they are nothing. It says, nah, you can't uninstall these. At least Apple now has the ability to where you can uninstall practically everything.
Yeah, you want to get rid of the calendar app, which admittedly is a useless app. You can get rid of it.
Oh, I use the calendar app, actually.
But I never use it. But because I have no use for it. But if I wanted to uninstall it, I can uninstall it. Whereas on Android, if I want to install it, no, fuck you, Android. You're stuck with this, bitch. But yeah, that's what I feel is like the if you want to go on price point, PC's definitely cheaper after your initial overhead. Especially when you compare it to buying new consoles every generation.
And especially if you're on Steam and you're buying your games, there's just a shit ton of deals that you get constantly. I mean, yeah, there's Xbox Live deals and stuff like that, but you know.
I'll be honest. I used to shit on Steam, because I never used Steam until I started playing PC games, like hardcore PC games, like when I finally had a system that was capable of PC gaming. I used to shit on Steam because fuck Steam. I'll just go to GameStop, get my games, more convenient. Right? I don't have to wait for it to download. But I'm seeing that GameStop is becoming obsolete because of Steam, right?
And
I think we can all agree to that.
You can also sit there and go, they're also becoming obsolete not just because of Steam, but because digital purchases, they're a lot better than trying to have a disc. Yeah, you can't sit there and, I haven't played this game in 6 months, let me go ahead and return it. You can't do that, but at the same time, there's going to be a time when you're like, I wish I still had that game. I wanted to go back and play it, just for the hell of it. And then you can't. But with the digital, you can just uninstall it and then reinstall it later.
That's why I think GameStop has had the right idea in terms of their marketing model. Mm-hmm. EB Games used to do this, and I know that GameStop bought out EB Games, so it's technically still EB Games, but they had the right business model. When they saw that gaming was starting to be a smaller percentage of their market share, they adapted, they evolved. Something Toys R Us failed to do is that they evolved. They started going, okay, well, people want these kinds of items in the store, so we're just gonna buy out ThinkGeek, and we're gonna get ThinkGeek stuff in the store. Mm-hmm. Which I think we'll go into this in depth more on next week's stream, because there's like an entire thing we could talk about GameStop on whether you love GameStop or hate it.
I love GameStop, but I also have my issues with it.
Right. But they did branch out. They did evolve. They did say, well, we have to get ahead of the curve. Right. And I think that's great. I think that they're trying to stay relevant. I think some things should try to stay relevant, and definitely retail spaces should stay relevant. I think, even in this age of online shopping and what have you, I think these retail spaces should stay relevant and do everything they can to stay relevant. And that's more so.
It's a little too late for Toys R Us, but
Yeah, it's definitely too late for Toys R Us. But I think it's more so to preserve some sort of heritage, right? To preserve some sort of culture, right? Because not everybody's going to want to shop online, I think. Even with people who do shop online all the time.
As a matter of fact, if I were to pull up my freaking my console, and if I were to sit there and show the amount of games I have, the games I have installed is like 40 games. I've got about 40 games installed, and I have another 178 ready to install. I've got over 200 plus games, that I have ready to just install it in a moment.
Right. It's not a terrible idea to download games. It's not a terrible idea to walk in. Okay, I want to download.
You're cutting
Jurassic World. Am
You're
I?
cutting out bad, yeah.
At
least for me.
It's not coming through on my end. It's probably just coming through on the yeah, it's coming through on the whole exchange here.
Right, Discord, get your shit together.
Yeah, Discord.
I'm gonna send my fan base after you, Discord.
Yeah, all 100 of them.
It's more like 4.
All four of them.
There are maybe 4 that actually keep up with my content.
All 4 of your followers on Twitter. But I think it's a good idea for retail spaces, especially in gaming and game culture, because even people who buy stuff online constantly, like even you said you've got over 200 titles that are either ready to download or have been downloaded, but you still need that in-store experience. You still need to get out of the house. You still need to go to a place.
Oh, that's where I go to get all my classic games. Is I sit there and I go to Stickman's Games over in Shelby. Get all my good shit.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, is that there's still a need for people to be in the store. There's still a need because human nature dictates we go out and we communicate with each other. And that's kind of why Cole and I do this stream. If anyone is still with us, getting into this deep philosophical bullshit at the end of the stream.
Senor Caribou is still here. Senor Caribou.
We love you. We love having you around, Senor Caribou. We loves the deer.
Don't worry, I only kill like 7 of your brothers in Far Cry. I swear.
Right, only 7 of them.
Only 7 at a time.
Because the other 10 are just gonna gang rape and skull fuck you.
My coin.
But there's always a need to be in the stores. That's fine, John. That's fine, dude. Like, if you disagree or not, that's fine. I just think as human beings, we have an inherent need to socialize. We have that inherent need to go out. And
I don't need to go out, so I can kind of see his point. I'm perfectly fine with socializing, online. That's one of my things.
Yeah, you are a lot more
socialize. I socialize a lot better through a keyboard and a screen than I do.
Yeah, you're definitely a lot paler than I am. Yeah, neck bearded fuck.
Yeah. So my mama tried finding a shade of pale foundation. And she sat there and she found the palest one, which is called porcelain. And she rubbed some on my skin, and I'm paler than the porcelain.
Yeah, that's a fair point. You know what else is a fair point? John says, I can't drink and drive. Who's going to drink beer while I'm out buying games? I will. I mean, you can always leave your beer with me. I'll drink it for you.
Give me about a month and a half or so, and I can totally drink beer. I've actually got that all planned out. On my birthday, I'll be working Thursday going into Friday morning. My birthday is on Friday. So at midnight, while I'm at work, I will legally turn 21. So all I gotta do is wait until I'm off work. And then I'm buying 2 fucking 6-packs of Smirnoff. I've already got it planned. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna get drunk.
You can't plan drinking. Drinking is just something you do. Okay? If you want to plan drinking, you call up your boys, you be like, hey, Friday, club, let's go, bitches. Yeah, I think there's always going to be a need for people to socialize and to go to a store to pick up, like, even if it's just going to Target and you'd be like, okay, I need to pick up some cat food, some toilet paper, and hey, look, there's new Alien vs. Predator game.
Alien
Am I
vs.
wrong?
Predator?
I'm just pulling an example out, but, like, am I wrong about that? Like, you're always going to have that need to hit up a retail space for something. And whether or not it's an impulse buy, yeah, I'll just pick up the new Tom Clancy game while I'm... I mean, that's how I got Overwatch. I picked it up at Target. Well, my wife picked it up at Target. But that's just the way
most of my game purchases are me just scrolling through the deals and I'll be like, that's on sale, that's on sale.
This is 10% off, that's 10% off. The thing I like about Steam is that when there is a sale, it's not just 10, 20% off. It's like
60,
40,
70, 80%.
70. Like Rocket League is, I think until Monday, like on sale for like 40% off. You can get it for like $12. I'm like, I wish I would have known that when I originally got it like a year ago and never played it. It was like $12 right now. At least I think so.
One of my favorite things at the moment is that the old school Xbox, the original Xbox games that are backwards compatible now, are only $10. $10
Yeah.
Versus where you want to go online. If you try to find Knights of the Old Republic 2 online, bitch, you're gonna be paying out the ass for it.
Yeah, but if you're lucky and finding it at like a game, you're gonna pay no less than $20 for it.
No, it's 25 wherever you go. I've gone
Really?
up
'Cause
and
I've
down in
seen
South
it-
Carolina and all over Ohio.
Okay.
Everyone
See,
that
that's-
has it, $25.
That's different here in Wisconsin. Like I saw one copy ago in a GameStop we walked into on one of their pre-owned shelves,
Mm-hmm.
and it was $20.
Yeah, that's
So
GameStop.
I mean, that's GameStop. Like we go to GameStop once in a while to look at pops and see what they have exclusive, because I've been kind of hunting the exclusive Mercy Pop. There's like a Cobalt Mercy Pop for Overwatch that I kind of want.
Why don't you just go on the GameStop website and see if they got it?
Yeah, but I don't want to shell out too much extra money. But John, are you still with us in the chat, dude? Because there's something really cool I wanted to show you. But I haven't posted it in the Discord yet.
Oh,
Look at this beauty.
oh,
Look at this. This
That
is
is
Snowball. This is Snowball from Overwatch.
May's little thingamadoodle, right?
May's little robot partner that hangs out in her backpack.
Oh, so her vibrator. I mean, what?
What? I found that at a local store. It was not at a GameStop. It was something called Bento or something. I'll look it up and I'll post it somewhere.
Speaking of new shit, I got
There
the
you
Jedi
go.
path.
there-
Even a
there's
Sith
this-
must learn the ways of the Jedi if we are to truly be.
Yeah.
Although-
There you have it.
I'm more of a gray Jedi, or what's known as a dark Jedi nowadays. But that's a different
Tell
story for a
me
different time.
more.
Oh. Well, gray Jedi is kind of like falls between the lines.
It was sarcasm.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you more anyway.
I
Gray
know
Jedi
what
falls
it
between the
is.
lines. Dark Jedi is like a Jedi, but they want
Hmm.
to follow like passion and stuff.
Anakin before he went full on retard.
Never go full retard.
I love that movie to an extent. But I think that's where we're going to end things tonight. Tune in next week for our GameStop tirade.
Yeah,
'cause we
GameStop
have-
ramp.
There's always a lot to say about GameStop, and love them or hate them, I think they're going to be around to stay for a while.
They'll definitely be
it-
going through some extreme changes here soon,
They're-
probably.
They're definitely going to outlive Toys R Us. Even with my diet, my diet of greasy foods at McDonald's, all right, I will outlive Toys R Us.
Watch it. I'm just gonna get hit by a car the day the Toys R Us is supposed to close. Bam!
All right. So that's where we're gonna end things tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying with us this whole time. I know that we don't really put out anything of substance here, but
Of course,
again,
because that's the
it's
point of
Toxic Game
toxicity.
Sessions. We're here for fun. Come join the Discord. Link is in the description below. I don't know if it's in your description.
I purposefully leave it out of my channel. That way they have to go to your channel.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to force traffic to me.
Yes. Leave me
Okay.
alone, you assholes. Go to him. Harass him.
Yeah, come harass me. Call me a dick. Call me a weirdo. Call me a creep, a geek, whatever you want.
Let me just start putting tears in my eyes. Leave Colby alone.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
Remember, no
Senior
matter what, there's
Caribou.
always a reason to smile.
Senior Caribou, Johnny, if we don't see you next week, I'm gonna hang myself, alright? I'm just gonna be like
Oh no, you can't do that because you'll be in a Logan Paul video.
damn it! Alright guys, we're signing off for the night.
Laters.
Take it easy.